Coaches, are you using the tool Canva? It's a very famous tool that helps you to create marketing content, social media content, presentations. But did you know that Canva offers multiple AI features? My name is Johan Versteeg and I help coaches utilize AI mindfully for both their personal lives and professional lives. And in this video, I'm going to explain every single AI feature available right now that Canva has to offer. Magic Studio, this is the place where you can find AI features. If you're looking for them in Canva, then you want to look for Magic Studio. So this is a presentation that was created by Canva that explains how these AI features work. Only I've added more features because Canva is constantly evolving. So I will explain all the current features available today in Canva, starting with background remover. As the name implies, background remover allows you to remove the background. So we're going to use this photo as an example. So we only want for the apple to be visible. So we want to remove the table, we want to remove the trees. So we start by selecting the photo, and then you see this menu appears. And then step 2 says to go to edit and then go to BG remover. But as you can see, background remover is already visible next to edit. So we can click on it immediately. And this crown icon basically means that it's a paid feature. Many of the AI features are fully available when you use the paid version of Canva. So let's click on BG remover, and as you can see, it is gone. And the blue is not part of this image because you see when I move the apple, it is only the apple that is visible. The background is totally gone. If you would go back and we're going to follow the steps again and we go to edit, then you see Magic Studio appears here, and then below you find immediately BG remover. And that's another way to remove the background of this photo. Next is Magic Grab. So with Magic Grab, it is possible to move an object in a photo and move it elsewhere. Could be somewhere else in the same photo, could be a different photo. So in this example, we want to move the astronaut on the moon. So we start by selecting the photo that contains the astronaut. And then we go to edit. And then here you see again Magic Studio, and below you find Magic Grab. So what automatically happens is that Canva is trying to recognize all the objects in the photo. And when you hover with the mouse over the astronaut, you see that it becomes purple automatically, meaning that Canva has recognized the astronaut. So what we now simply do is we click on the astronaut to confirm that this is the object that we want to move. And then you see grab becomes clickable. So now we click on grab. Then we have to wait a few seconds. And then it becomes a separate file. So you see, now the astronaut itself is now selected. And now we can move the astronaut onto the moon. We can place him here, we can place him here. But in this example, we're going to place him onto the moon. When we go back and we try again, and the photo is selected, we go to edit and we go to Magic Grab. Then now, instead of click, we're going to click on brush. And with brush, it is possible to manually select an object. So if Canva was not able to recognize the astronaut, then we could simply go to brush, and let's increase the brush size to select the astronaut manually. So basically we're telling Canva this is the object that we want to move. So now the whole astronaut is selected. And as you can see here, grab becomes clickable again. So now we click on grab. We wait a few seconds. Shouldn't take too long. And as you can see here, the astronaut is again movable. And we're going to place him again onto the moon, like that. But oftentimes, Canva is very good in recognizing the different objects in a photo. So it won't be necessary to click on brush. Oftentimes, click will be enough. And then you just simply click on the object and then click on grab. Next is Magic Eraser. So with Magic Eraser, it is possible to remove objects from a photo. So in this example, we want to erase both birds. So we start by selecting the photo, we go to edit, and now we choose Magic Eraser. And you see again both options, brush and click. So let's see first if Canva is able to recognize all these objects. So we click on click, and you see Canva, when we hover with the mouse over the birds, then you see they become purple, meaning that Canva has successfully recognized both objects, meaning it's going to be easy to erase them. So we click on this bird, and we want to also erase the second bird. So now they're both selected, and now we click on erase. Shouldn't take too long. And now, as you can see, both birds disappeared. Also, when you hover over these individuals here, then you see that Canva is recognizing both ladies as one object. So, for example, if you would want to erase this woman, then you have to go to brush to manually select this woman here, because again, if you go to click, then it is recognizing both women as one object. So this is an example where Canva sometimes fails when it comes to recognizing all these separate objects in a photo. So now we go to the next AI feature, which is resize and magic switch. So magic switch allows you to switch your content from one design to another. So we're going to now transform this whole presentation into a summary. So we click on resize, and then below we find magic switch. And it is possible to translate the language to another language. There are many languages available, but this time we are going to click transform into doc. And now we're going to transform it into a summary. So we're going to click summary. And a concise executive summary sounds good. So we click on transform into doc. Shouldn't take too long. And yeah, it's now done. And now we click on open doc. So here you find the overview. Here is the summary of the presentation. It's not perfect. There are a few AI features missing from this summary, but this is an example of how Canva allows you to switch or convert or transform one piece of content into a different piece of content. Next is Magic Write. So Magic Write allows you to create content by using a prompt, or it will allow you to modify your text or content. So we're going to use this as an example, this article. So we're going to write a title here. Let's write how penguins can inspire us in life. So now this text box is selected, and you see that first symbol, the pen symbol, it says Magic Write. So we click on Magic Write, and now you see multiple options, including rewrite the text, making the text more fun, more formal. So let's choose to make the title more fun. So we click on more fun, and you see it generated how our feathered friends, the penguins, can waddle their way into our hearts and inspire our lives. And we can click on more like this, but we want to modify it maybe. But you know what? I like it, so we just click on replace. So now you see that the title is now replaced, and it's now funnier. So let's make this a bit smaller. But now let's create the content by using a prompt. So now we select this text box here, and we click on Magic Write again. And now we are going to click on custom prompt. And the example says a newspaper article about dancing penguins. Let's change it a bit. Let's write a newspaper article about how penguins can inspire us in this beautiful life. Then we click on generate. So this works just like ChatGPT, essentially, just like a large language model. So you see, it is creating this article here. So let's read the first alinea. First paragraph. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, the simple, graceful existence of penguins offers us profound life lessons. These charming birds, with their distinctive waddles and social demeanor, inspire us to embrace resilience, community, and joy in our everyday lives. So let's say, yes, I really like this text. Then I'm going to click on replace. And you see now the text is now replaced with the text that was generated by Canva, similar to ChatGPT. And if there's no text, so let's remove this text box, and you want to use Magic Write, then you find it by going to text in this vertical menu, and then below add a text box, you find Magic Write. When we click on it, you have the option to describe your writing task, or you can add a voice. And then when we click on it, you see this area where you can add a sample text and the description of your voice. Or you can click on try an example if you want to see an example of a prompt. So in this case, step by step, explain how to grow a lemon tree. So these example prompts might give you some inspiration. And then when you have entered your prompt, then you click on generate. Next is the enhance voice feature. So with this feature, it is possible to remove background noise and to improve the quality of the sound. So this option becomes visible when we are adding a video. So let's add a video, one that I uploaded. And then test video for the enhanced voice. When the video is selected, I click on audio in the menu. And then you see here enhance voice, and then you click on it, and now it's enabled. But in this case, there's not much difference because there was no background noise anyway. But if you have a video and there might be any background noise, then you definitely want to use this feature. If you use the paid version of Canva anyway, and you are editing videos, then I would make a habit out of enabling enhanced voice all the time. The next feature is Magic Expand, and with this feature, it is possible to expand the size of any image in any direction. So we are going to use this example image. So first we select it, and then we click Edit. And then in Magic Studio, we're going to look for Magic Expand, which is the last option. Now we click on Magic Expand, and as the example says, give 9:16 a try. So let's select that. Or you know what, let's select the whole page. Now the whole page is selected. And now we go all the way down, and now we click on Magic Expand. And now we have to wait for a few seconds. Shouldn't take too long. And as you can see, it's now fully extended. It now occupies the entire image. This is a very nice feature to extend any image that you might want to use for any marketing content or social media content. Especially when you find an image, but it doesn't have the right size, then by using Magic Expand, you can change the dimensions of the image. The next AI feature is Magic Morph, which is an interesting one because it allows you to transform words and shapes just by using a simple prompt. Let me show you how it works. So you find Magic Morph by going to Apps, and then we have to search for it. So it's not in Magic Studio, but we have to actually search for Magic Morph. So now we're typing Magic Morph, and now we open it. And now it asks to select an element in your design. So as the example is stating, we're going to select the white star. And now the white star here is visible. So now we're going to describe the look of this element of this star. So I'm going to write what step 2 is saying, a milky lime matte balloon. And now we click on Magic Morph below. And now we have four examples. Let's say we're not happy with these 4, so we're just going to click on create again. Okay, let's say we're happy with this one. Then we can add this to the design and, for example, remove the white star and just keep this one. Or you know what? We can go back and just write a different description, like we want a pink bright star with a smiley face. Now we click on generate new results below. Okay, this one is, yeah, so this one has a smiley face, this one. As you can read here, this technology is new and improving. So these results can be a hit or can be a miss. But Magic Morph is an interesting feature when you want to give your creations a bit more spice. Next is Magic Media that allows you to transform text to video or to image or to graphic. So we start by clicking the Elements tab, and then we are going to generate your own below. You see here, AI image generator, generate your own. And as you can see here, Magic Media is open. And now we can describe what we want to create. So let's start with graphics, as the example says. So now we're going to write a gold leaf. And now we're going to click generate graphics that you see here below. And you see, so it already created one, two, they look pretty good. Okay, I like this one, so let's add this one. But now let's go to image and we're going to type the same, a gold leaf. And now we click generate image. You see, this is very different. This actually looks like a real leaf. And now we're going to create a video of a gold leaf. Again, as you read here, this is experimental new technology. Scenes with people or animals may not look quite right. It can be hit or miss. And now we're going to generate a video. And here we go. You see, it is moving a little bit. Again, it is far from perfect, but this is just only the beginning, and this technology will only improve. But yes, this is an easy way to convert text, a prompt, to an image, graphic, or video. Don't forget to check out the available styles when you want to generate a graphic or an image. So we go back to images and we're going to enter a gold leaf again. But this time we're going to select a particular style, and there are many of them. When you click on see all, you see many available styles. So we're going to select, let's say, the watercolor one. And now we click on generate image. And now you see that the 4 images, the leaves, are in that particular watercolor style. So definitely check out all these styles when you want to generate an image or a graphic, because the graphics also have these styles available. The next feature is Magic Edit, which is another interesting one because it allows you to change one object and transform it into another. So where can we find Magic Edit? We go to Edit in the menu. And then under Magic Studio, we find Magic Edit. So the instructions say to brush over the entire handbag first. But as you have learned, we first go to click to see if Canva automatically recognizes the handbag as a separate object. And we can see now that we hover with the mouse over the handbag, it becomes purple, not the arm, only the bag. So it recognizes the bag as a separate object. So that will suffice. So we click on it. And now we're going to enter our description, fluffy faux fur. And click on generate. Not bad, not bad at all. But let's try an entirely different object. So I'm going to write umbrella and click on generate. Well, yeah, it's not even an umbrella, it's still a bag. So it's far from perfect, but I think in a few months from now, this feature, Magic Edit, will be way more impressive. And I think the results will be way better than what you can see now. Next is highlights, and highlights allows you to dissect a video into multiple chunks, multiple highlights. So you start by selecting the video. So this is an example video of 1 minute. And now we click on the scissors icon, and now we click on highlights. So Canva automatically created 6 highlights. And when you hover over these highlights, you will see that that particular highlight will be played. So
Introducing Magic Design. You can now access
it automatically plays that highlight. We can also add those highlights to the design. For example, we select these two. But what's interesting is when I click on Add Selection to Design, those two highlights will not be added together on this slide. This original video will be replaced by one of those highlights, and then the second highlight will be visible on a new slide that will be automatically created. You will see what I mean now when I click on Add Selection to Design. So you see, this video now is not the original one.
Introducing Magic Design.
You see, it's a 9-second highlight, and now another slide has been added that shows that second highlight. So I don't know why Canva has done this, but it's already a good sign and a good feature actually that Canva allows you to dissect your video into multiple highlights that you can use for your content. So in Magic Design, it is possible to create custom on-brand and attention-grabbing designs in seconds. And it is possible to create social media posts, presentations, and videos. So you find Magic Design by going to create a design or by going to templates. So let's say we go to templates, and then you simply in the search bar, you want to enter a prompt. So let's say we want an Instagram post about mindfulness. And now we're going to press enter and see what Canva will create. So as you can see, Magic Design is visible here, generated for you using AI. So it's in this section where Canva will show you the results. So here you go. You see here multiple examples of Instagram posts that are about mindfulness. Now we're going to create a presentation with Magic Design. So instead of an Instagram post, we are going to write a presentation about the benefits of exercise. Enter. And as you can see, here are multiple example presentations. So let's open one. This one has 7 slides. You see exercise benefits, benefits of exercise, different examples of the benefits. Exercise is a celebration of what your body can do. So it can give you inspiration and a design for your presentations that you then can modify. So by using Magic Design, you can quickly make these presentations and social media posts. Now we're going to create a video with Magic Design, but it's not that Canva is going to create a video from scratch. You need a few clips already uploaded in Canva. So we start by clicking on Create a Design. And then this time we select or click Video. And you will see that on the left side, is going to make it possible to click on Generate Videos Instantly. As it says here, upload media and type a short description to generate videos with music already synced. So let's try that. So now Magic Design asks you to select at least 3 files to add to your video. So let's select this file, this image, and this video. And now it asks to describe the kind of video you want. We use this to generate a design, Canva says. So I'm going to type a video about time management. And now we click on generate. And now it will generate a video. Let's see what the result is. Let's play it. So yes, it's a very simple presentation, but at least it can give you some idea of how a video can look like when you want to discuss a certain topic and you already have clips, you already have images, and you can basically then create your video for YouTube, for example, or Instagram. So Magic Design is not perfect, but at least it will get better from now on. So the next AI feature is Magic Animate, which makes it possible to add transitions and animations to your entire design. So in this example, we're going to use the entire presentation. And we're going to start by clicking somewhere in the presentation till this horizontal menu appears with the Animate option. And then we click on Animate. And then we click on Page. And then you see here, Magic Animate. Instantly animate all pages in a style of your choice. So now we click on Magic Animate. And this time we are going to select a handmade style. So now we click on Handmade. And then when I click on Handmade, you will see that these animations and transitions will automatically be added to every slide. So I click now on Handmade. And now you see here, your design has been animated. So let's try it out. So I click now on Present, full screen. And this, you see, now you see all these animations and transitions. So Magic Animate is a great feature when it comes to quickly animate your entire design instead of adding these transitions and animations manually per slide or per design. The last AI feature that we're going to discuss is called Grab Text. So sometimes you have an image that contains text, but you cannot move it, you can't modify it. But with this option, it will be possible to make the text movable and to modify the text. So we're going to use this example, this thumbnail example. And as you can see, the text is part of this image. So I cannot select the text alone. But that will be possible with that feature. So we're going to start by selecting the image, and then we go to Edit. And then in Magic Studio, we select Grab Text. So as you can see, Canva already recognizes the text in this image. And let's say I'm going to select all of it. And now I click on Grab. And as you can see now, they're now separate objects. So now I can move the text. I can modify this word, for example. I can increase the font size. I can change the font color. I can change the font type. So that will be possible because they are now separate objects. It's unclear why phone is a separate object and not recognized as part of this object. But again, these features are not always perfect. And also, it is not always easy to modify the text. It is possible to move these objects, but sometimes Canva doesn't recognize the words as text, meaning it doesn't allow you to modify the text because Canva recognizes the text as an object. So again, it's not a perfect feature, but in case you do have an image that has text and you want to move the text or modify the text, then you can always try to use this option. Wait, there's one more feature that we're going to discuss, which is called Dreamlab. This was just announced in October, or as Canva likes to call it, Droptober. And this is an AI image generation tool like Midjourney or Leonardo. And this feature is actually powered by Leonardo AI, which arguably is better than Midjourney when it comes to image generation. So let's see how this works. Streamlab should be visible below apps here. And if you don't see the option Dreamlab, what you can do is you can go to canva.com/dream-lab. And if it's not available yet for you, then it shouldn't take too long because they're rolling this feature out as we speak. So let's now generate an image. As it says here, what image would you like to create today? So we're going to describe the image in a few words. We're going to describe a group of 6 friends enjoying a coffee in a bar. And now we click on create. This 497 number means that I have 497 prompts that I can use this month. So as a paid user, I have a total of 500 prompts per month. But as a free user, you have a maximum of 20 prompts in total. So as you can see here, we see 4 images. Not bad, not bad at all. We can click here on this arrow pointing down, and when we click here, we download the image. When we click here on the triple dots, we can create a design, edit image, and then when I click on edit image, it brings me to the design page where I can edit the image. But when I go back, we're going to explore more options, like here, edit. You can click here as well to edit the photo. And when we generate a new image, we can select a style if we want. Just like with Magic Media, you can select a style like fashion or portrait or moody. So let's select cinematic. And you know what? Let's change the format to 916. And let's generate some images again. As you can see here, the images look pretty realistic and pretty similar to the previous ones. So let's change the style to something more funky like sketch. And now we click generate. As you can see, 3 images were created. They all contain that style, except this image somehow is not shown. As the text says here, this image may not meet our policies. So Dreamlab and Leonardo AI, they have created an image, but apparently it's not suitable for work, so it doesn't show the image. When we click on these 3 dots and we just delete this generation, and we're going to delete the previous generation, we're back on the main page. And you will see that there are some example images here. And when you hover over any of these images, you can use the prompt. So let's say we want to use this prompt here. So you click on use to copy the prompt. And you see the prompt is now visible here. So it is being said, it is recommended to use these detailed long prompts instead of just one sentence. So what you can do is, in our case, we wanted to create an image of 6 friends enjoying a coffee in a bar. So what I could do is to go to ChatGPT, enter that simple prompt, and then ask ChatGPT to change that simple prompt into this example prompt. So I will basically copy this prompt and then ask ChatGPT, could you convert my simple prompt, the 6 friends enjoying coffee in a bar, can you convert that simple prompt into a detailed prompt that looks like this prompt? So that's something you can do. So the quality of these images, I think, are pretty impressive so far. But Dreamlab, yes, especially because it's powered by Leonardo AI, which is an excellent image generation tool. You definitely want to check out this tool. As you saw, there are multiple AI features that are very helpful when it comes to creating content for social media or marketing. And some features are more relevant when you want to create images, like Dreamlabs, and others are more relevant when you want to create videos, for example, like highlights. But what's important is that you are aware of these features, that you know that we live in a world where all this is possible. And the results you've seen today, that's the worst it will ever be. It will only get better from now on. And Canva is not standing still. The next AI feature will be here pretty soon. And of course, when it is introduced, I will cover the feature on this channel. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions about AI, or if you want me to cover any tool relating to AI, then let me know in the comments.